Oh, wrong one. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, you guys can hear me. Hi. We are on Phasmophobia. If I look redder than normal, so I usually use this setting. Wait for it to adjust. I usually use this one. I'm trying red today. In person I look way redder, but then on camera I don't. So we're gonna try this one. If it do end up looking weird, then I will switch it back to what I normally use. Hi Kyle, welcome, welcome. You are so fast. I was reading up. Come on. I was reading up on the Blood Moon event, and it looks like they decided not to make it insanely impossible like they normally do. And so it's just regularly playing the game, but that you're also supposed to take photos of like the little totem things on the special maps that are part of it. And then when you're done with that, you're supposed to interact with the blood altar to receive your rewards. So we can actually do that easily. Usually they make it like insanely tedious, but this one's just like normal gameplay. That's not too rough. Yeah! So I'm so glad I decided to actually read it, because I usually get really annoyed with their different events that they have, because they're just so, like I said, tedious, like monotonous. Like if you guys remember the snowman one. But we're gonna go ahead and try to do some of these Blood Moon maps and see if we can get the different things going. So we're going to start with Edgefield Road. This cozy house turned into something much more than a home for the living. I finally finished reading it before it went away. It might have loaded like a second before I finished, but I think it counts. Exclamation point. How's it going, Kyle? How's your day been? Kyle! Look! You're the ghost, Kyle! Alright, Kyle, since you're the ghost of this one, you gotta guess what ghost type you are. What ghost are you? I'm guessing that you are a Hantu, because Hantus are freaking amazing and you're amazing. You gotta be a Hantu or an evil demon. Let's snooze ads real quick. You're a demon? Okay, Kyle's a demon. We're gonna be super careful then. So we just gotta make sure we take pictures of those totems and successfully identify Kyle as a demon. And then also get paranormal evidence with an EMF. That one's usually one of the easiest ones to get. Capture a photo of the ghost is usually up to the ghost. And then prevent the ghost from hunting with the crucifix. I keep doing that one accidentally recently, so we shall see. Welcome, welcome in. Look at the cute Blood Moon event. Just Q was saying that if the community manages to get enough of like these quests done in time, I think there's like 13 days left or something, then the Blood Moon event, the Blood Moon weather could become a permanent thing as one of the different weather options you could get. So let's go ahead and find the generator right off the bat, of course. Ah, it's in here. This room's all nice and spooky. I actually haven't seen this building set up for the Halloween event. One thing that's always low-key weird to me is how late they start the Halloween events. I feel like people celebrate Halloween early and up to Halloween, and people celebrate it a lot less once Halloween has already happened. I could be wrong, but like all the parties and stuff usually happen preemptively to Halloween, not after the fact. So it's weird that they waited so long. I would have had it, like if I was the developer, I would have had it up all of October, and then had maybe like a few days after Halloween to wrap it up, and then have it be done. But it started like mostly towards the end. But hi Kyle, how's your day been? What you been up to? I actually didn't look at the temperature gauge once when I was in here. I was just so admiring all of the eyeballs. Let's hope it's not a basement ghost. Hopefully, maybe, please. It's cute though. That's fun. Whew, okay. We do gotta keep our eye out for the bone, the cursed object, and which rooms have a totem in them. So it's good to know that the basement does not have a totem. So supposedly we won't have to return to the basement. Oh, okay, I shut myself out. There was a totem in there, so in the garage. I don't think you have to take pictures of those. No totem in the kitchen. Okay. We just gotta like log it in our brain and somehow remember that. I don't think you have to take pictures of the symbols. Okay, we're getting good temp. I thought I heard like a click sound. But you know, maybe I made it up. Oh, tarot cards. You're a diamond. Alright, is it in the little boy's room? No. I do remember that last time we played, the candles were such a troll on the stairs. So, I think these stairs are wider than the stairs in the lighthouse, so they won't troll here. The fact that we haven't found a cursed object, a bone, or all the totems is crazy. Alright, totem in the garage, totem in the purple bedroom. Not in the bathroom, okay. I just want to make sure there's not like a bone in the bathtub or something. You never know in this game. Bones can spawn in the weirdest spots. Alright, totem in the green bedroom. Does it make a sound? Ooh, it does make a sound, okay. Come on, let me in. Nothing in the little tiny bathroom. Alright, inside this room, which I swear most often when I play this map, this is the ghost room. I don't know why, but ghosts seem to really like this room. Alright, and there's no totem. Okay. So I guess it's the very last room we check. Is this the ghost room? What the frick? It's not seeming like the ghost room. It's like hotter in here. What's this bathroom is the last room? What is going on? Did we miss it? That's a weird visual bug. Wait, is that a totem? No. Okay, so it looks like there's 3 totems in this map. But I'm so confused. Where's the ghost room? I wonder if it's in that very first room, the garage, and I just didn't stay there long enough to fully realize the temperature? Hi, Pegalegster. Welcome, welcome. It's not in the garage. I'm so confused. Nowhere's been cold, so that definitely counts out Hontu. Maybe it was warmer and I just didn't notice. I'm sorry, maybe it was colder. We don't want it to be warmer. I really hope that was a vent and not a hunt. Okay, the door was shut but not locked. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure that means that it's an event, not a hunt. We're gonna take a snappy pill though. Oh, I forgot the handy dandy cheat sheet that was shared with me. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up right now so we are less likely to die. Because Chuck is awesome and shared us a cheat sheet of how to get through this game. Oh, I gotta remember not to touch my eyes. I don't normally wear this much eye makeup, but by the way, it's a sleigh. And so I'm not used to not being able to touch my eyes. Okay, so now that we have that up, let's figure this out. So it sounded like it came from like the garages area, although I guess he could have come from down the hall. Let's pick this back up. We'll try to find him again. I'm thinking maybe it was this room and I missed it. It did not sound like he came downstairs. So I'm guessing he's on this floor, but not in the room I was in. So maybe over here? I'm so confused. I also never found the cursed object of the bone. Okay, it's for sure not in the basement. What is going on? Kyle, you as a demon is... It's in this itty-bitty bathroom? No wonder I didn't find it. I don't think I checked the bathroom. Okay. You started hunting me again! Oh shoot, I said your name. Kyle, I can't read any of your chat by name because the ghost will think I'm talking to him and try to kill me. I'm bringing it across, and I'll put a camera up in the itty bitty bathroom that you're haunting. Okay. We're fine. Game face. I can't believe it's this itty bitty bathroom. Whew. You know what? For the extra money, I might just go on a picture taking spree before you can kill me. I'm gonna take another one of these. I forgot we did find the cursed object. It's the tarot cards by the door. We didn't find the bones though. Alright, so we got a camera, we got this, and I'll bring my lighter just because. Kyle says, give me your soul. I'm just glad it's not a closet. Yeah, you can't be stuck in the closet as a ghost. You came out for sure. Alright, I'm thinking right there probably covers the majority of the room. Okay, picture 1. Bam. Alright, the totems were upstairs and in the garage. So we're going to take pictures of these real quick. Boop. Okay, well that was alarming. I didn't know it did that. I turned around, so this time we will face it and see what happened. I hope taking pictures of the totems don't lower your sanity. I feel like they would do that to troll you. Alright, it was the purple room and the green room. Okay, that's what it does. I had turned away because the sound was alarming and I was making sure the ghost wasn't coming after me. Okay, oh sorry. There we go. So we'll go back and hang out with Mr. Ghost. Yeah, okay, so we didn't find the bone. Don't know what's up with that. But we found everything else. Though some of these bones be really small, y'all, so I don't totally blame myself for not finding the bone. Okay, was that everything I brought? Oh yeah, because it was that very first thing I stuck there. Okay, cool. Let's go grab more supplies, and while we're outside, we will check the camera and the DOTS. Just to see what it looks like, see what's going on, see if we can handle everything. It's been so long since I've had where these actually work. Okay, ooh, immediate ghost orb. Okay, thank you, Kyle the Ghost. We love getting an evidence right off the bat. It's going to be really hard to tell about DOTS, I think. We could try shutting the door, but that might make it worse, low-key. We could try turning off night vision. Because now that we've seen a ghost orb, we don't necessarily need night vision to stay on. Watch me be a mimic. I wouldn't put it past you to be a mimic, Kyle. Dude, you know what would be so cool and a fun little aspect of this game? If you could put in custom names for the ghosts, and then you could put in all the people in your chat as a ghost that would show up, and it would be your full, oh, okay, we did get DOTS. It would be your full, Twitch username or Discord username, any name you wanted to have. It'd just be so cool if you could put in your own custom ones. Or you could put in, celebrities, and you're, hunting celebrity ghosts. That would be fun. Okay, so now that we have it narrowed down, we can read what some of these ghosts are. So, Kyle, you may be a banshee. A banshee says, a banshee is the singing siren, known for attracting its victims through song. It has been known to single out its prey before making a killing blow. A banshee will weaken their target before striking, and banshees can sometimes be heard screaming with a parabolic microphone. Kyle, if you're a banshee, I want to hear it scream. I swear I'd never get to hear them scream. A Yuri is a ghost that has returned to the physical world, usually for the purposes of revenge or hatred. Yuris have been known to have a stronger effect on people's sanity. Smudging the Yuri's place of death will trap it temporarily, reducing how much it wanders. I'm not sure which voice that was. We'll go with e-learning. Kyle says I do be screaming. Hold on. So if it's a banshee, you're gonna be screaming. If it's a Yuri, you're gonna make me go insane. Oh no, it could be a Yaokai. Okay, Yaokais scare me. Yaokais are common ghosts that are attracted to human voices. They can usually be found haunting family homes. Talking near a Yaokai will anger it, increasing the chance of an attack. When hunting, a Yaokai can only hear voices close to it. So that's why Yaokais, not Haokais. That's why Yaokais scare me, is because they hate it when you jibber jabber, and I'm a jibber jabberer. The next is a Reiju. A Reiju is a demon that thrives on electrical current. While generally calm, they can become agitated when overwhelmed with power. A Reiju can siphon power from nearby electrical devices, making it move faster. Reiju are constantly disrupting electrical equipment when attacking, making it easier to track. Okay. We can turn on a bunch of lights. And then lastly, we have a they. It could be a they. From what we've seen so far, I could understand a they. I think I used up all my accents. So we'll go back to e-learning. Maybe I'll do AI. They have been known to rapidly age over time, even in the afterlife. From what we've learned, it seems to deteriorate faster while within the presence of the living. Upon entering the location, they will become active, defensive, and agile. They will weaken over time, making them weaker, slower, and less aggressive. See, it's ever so slightly different from the e-learning voice because of the weird gaps. Okay, so I'm considering Thay because he was super aggressive the first few times I did something. So if he kind of chills out, then it's definitely a Thay. If he continues to be mad when I did nothing, then it's a Yaokai. If he interrupts the electricity, then he's probably a Reiju. If he kills me pretty quickly, then it's a Yuri. And if we hear it screaming, then it's a Banshee. Let's go ahead and bring some more stuff out. I'm not going to take another sandy pill. I will take a book. And when I take my third sanity pill, that's when I'll do the talker box. But until then, I'm going to wait just because it could be the Yaokai. So I don't want to do the talker box just yet because that's a great way to die to a Yaokai. He can't be a mimic anymore, right? I will double check in a second. Let me make sure you didn't move. It's 7, so I think you're still in here. Yeah, okay, you're still in here. You're a little warmer than before, but you're still in here. I don't know where to put this that would kind of be angled at the door. No! I don't want to throw it that far. Come on. I wish you could just, like, place it right here, but you can't. Oh! Okay, that works. I think that's good. Okay, I'll be back, my friend. You know what? Before I leave, I want to shut this door. And I want to shut this door. So that way we can better tell which doors they open. He opens. I will check right now to see if it can still be a mimic, Kyle. Thank you for reminding me. So we currently have DOTS and ghost orbs. A mimic does not have DOTS, so it can't be a mimic. Alright. There's not really anything we can check in here unless he happens to open the door and then we angled it right and then we're good. Should I take a sanity pill? Oh good. Yeah, you're not a mimic. Thank you for that. I really appreciate the fact that you're not one of the worst possible ones it could be. What do I need for money? Just capture a photo? Okay, I'm tempted to bring another cross because it's done things multiple times, I'm not entirely sure what my sanity is at, and so I want one in the room and one outside the room to better my chances. But it can technically spawn anywhere and then walk towards me. Okay, well, that was just a 3, but you're for sure not in that room, right? Because I'm about to play some salty, and I'm going to be salty if you're actually in this room. I think there's just not much to throw in the bathroom, so you gotta throw it over there. Which is fine, I get that. We'll kind of like split this. Okay, since we know it's DOTS, I'm turning this thing off. That's annoying. Anyways. I'm totally cutesy, what? Just to make sure. I haven't heard him touch a door in a while, but you never know. I think it lasts like 120. Alright, we don't have the wraith, so at some point he should walk through the salt. Let's go take a sandy pill and then use the talker box. He's not really giving us third evidence, so I'm kind of leaning towards talker box. I'll take this, and I'll take this, and then I'll smudge it while I'm out there. If we can't figure it out with the talker box, I'll start turning on all of the lights to see if we can determine if it's a Reiju. He threw something in here. That's suspicious. Alright, still no walking in the salt. Let's smudge him first, just to be on the safe side. Okay, I'm pretty sure that door was shut. Alright, now we can use our talker box. I'll go sit in my corner. Hello! What is your name? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? Let me make sure I have it on. Okay, it's on Bosk, okay. Elderly victim. Are you an elderly victim? Are you old? Are you friendly? Hello? Hello? Where are you? Are you an elderly victim? Alright, well, we'll leave it on just in case. A lot of times I feel like they respond most when you're not actually talking to them. When you're like talking to your people. So I'll leave it on for a second. I did just take a sanity pill, so I'm feeling a little confident there. But maybe wrongfully confident. I keep getting the vibe that maybe the ghost left. It's still the coldest room, but I feel like I'm being gaslit. Update. I was being gaslit. He's in this room now. So he's not gonna step in that salt. Let's move a couple things really quick. I should have moved the cross first, not gonna lie. What is your name? That's not a name. How old are you? I'm sussed out. I don't know. Let's mark one. You know what? I haven't seen him. Actually, no, he's still doing stuff, so I'm not going to mark they. I'm going to mark Yaokai. Who's the spirit box? Yeah, I'm going to mark Yaokai. That's a troll move. The ghost that hates it when you talk, one of the evidences is you talking. That's troll. Anyways, I think I am going to take my last sanity. I'm going to smudge again when I'm in there and put down more salt. Do I need parabolic? No. Okay, so the ghost did move, so he won't step in any of that salt that I had in there before. So here's some new salt. I'm so glad I decided to check. I just had a feeling that the ghost was trolling me. It's not freezing. He's not talking. I'm not sure what door he would touch in here. Or what the UV would work on besides maybe stepping in the salt. Let's grab this, and then maybe I can get a photo of the ghost. Okay. Oh, he stepped in the salt while I was smudging? Okay.
Elderly.
Oh, elderly individual! It is a Yaokai! I knew it! Alright, so, I was about to say, Kyle, you are a Yaokai. Apparently you hate it when I talk. But it's an elderly individual. Okay, so on our photos, we got all of the totems, we got 1 salt, dirty water, we never found the bone, we got the cursed object, we couldn't get a photo of the ghost, and we didn't get hunted. I think we're mostly good. Since I took all of my sanity pills, I think we're just going to leave and not try to farm photos. I'm pretty sure we got all of the totems. I wish it said how many totems there were. But, Kyle, you were a Yaokai! I'm guessing because it's our first one of the day, we're going to make $1,150. That's my guess.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Drink break. Drink your liquid. Alright. I was pretty decently close. I guessed 1,150 and it was 1,211. Kyle guessed $1,094. I was closer than you were. Just kidding. There was 4 events. Okay, so that was not a hunt. Because the door wasn't locked, I was pretty sure it wasn't a hunt. I was pretty good on guessing my sanity, actually. It's weird that it said I gained back 92. I don't know. That's weird. Okay, so our next Blood Moon map is Grafton Farmhouse. We're staying the redhead, okay? She just fits the vibe. A long abandoned farmhouse located somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Who knows what still lurks within? I have no idea what that second sentence says, and if I said the correct one or one that goes to a different map. We have Jerry Brooks. Get an average sanity below 25%. Find evidence of paranormal with an EMF. And prevent the ghost from hunting with a crucifix. We can do number 2. Number 1 is asking to die. And number 3 might just happen coincidentally, but we're not going to actively try to do it. That's cute. I like that. That's fun. Ooh, what's this say? Oh, I love that. How did you know? Thank you. A ghost after my own heart. Okay, so we gotta remember, we're looking for a cursed object, totem, and a bone. So we have to be like extra attentive. No totem, no bone, no cursed object. We did find the gem. Boop. Okay. Just to make sure, I don't see a totem, I don't see a gem. I don't see a totem, I don't see a bone. That's what I meant. I did in fact see a gem. We'll wait a second in here for the room to have the generator work correctly. Inside this giganimous kitchen, it's not really any colder. Inside this room, it's not really any colder. Is that the music box? No. It was an imposter. Oh, speaking of imposters, I would love to put together an Among Us group for next Saturday at 2 p.m. MST. I'm going to be asking around, seeing if we can get anybody. It is my goal that we will be able to play Among Us, Totem in this room, in the twins room, next Saturday. But we do need like 8 people, or more. It can be 8 to 15 to be, I don't know, what I consider more enjoyable for playing it. So if you guys would like to participate in Among Us and would like to reserve a spot, please let me know, so that way we can try to get our numbers going and see if we can get enough people to play next Saturday. If possible, I would love to, and I will be updating in my server how many people we have. I'll create like a role for it so that you can like have it marked that you'll be coming. But if you like Among Us, I think it's like $5 to $10 on Steam, something like that. It might even be on sale. And I would just love to play with you guys. We'd do it over like VC and Discord and stuff. So let me know if you're interested. Alright, I'm not seeing any ghosty signs downstairs. I did find a totem. Ooh, I see a can on the floor. Ooh, it's a little bit colder. It's a little bit colder. Alright, this room is warm, so I'm guessing it's a hallway ghost. Does this part of the hallway count? It do be counting. Okay, hold on. Alright, thank you, Ghost. We're gonna shut these so that we can best tell when we have UV up here what he touched. I'm gonna check the temperature one more time. It is 5. Nope. Not gonna look at that. See no evil, hear no evil. I didn't hear no humming. I didn't see no humming. I didn't see no ghost. We just walked out. Nothing's happening. Nothing's wrong. Let's go ahead and grab more supplies. We already got the EMF thing going. We're not going to grab a sandy pill yet. Let's go ahead and put our fancy camera here. Now, we've mentioned before that I think you should have to go back and get your supplies in order for it to count. I might just make that like a little rule that we have to do to make it a little bit more dangerous. Of like, I can't leave my supplies behind. Just to add like a level of difficulty to the game, but also I feel like it should already be a thing. So we might like enact that if I leave my supplies behind, maybe I can't use that supply that I left behind on the next run, or something like that. I do have 2 of everything, so maybe I would only have 1 of it next time, and then I gotta go buy another one or something. We can figure out some kind of rule, some kind of logic to figure it out. But let's check our camera real quick. I see a ghost orb. 2 ghost orb ghosties in a row. Alright. And a DOTS. Watch it be another Yaokai. Alright guys, which ones do you think it is? Best guess. We have Banshee, Yuri, Yaokai, Reiju, They. We did read this on the last ghost because it was the same 2 evidences we got, so I'm not going to read them again, but as a quick recap, the Banshees like to sing a lot, Banshees like to sing, Yuris have a stronger effect on your sanity, Yaokais hate it when you talk, Reijus affect the different technologies, and Theys are stronger at the beginning and then get weak over time. Okay, so, and it cannot be a mimic because of DOTS. Right now we have a book. That's all I grabbed. Okay. Maybe UV. We could go to the talker box and try to figure out right off the bat before my sanity's too low if it's a Yaokai or not. My sanity drained a lot faster last time because it took me so long to find the ghost room. Mostly because I didn't know they could haunt that itty bitty bathroom. Here's a book, my friend. What is your name? How old are you? Where are you? Okay, well. What do you want? Okay. Is the cursed object nearby? There's the bone. You're so sweet. You showed me where the bone was. I appreciate you. I'm gonna go get a camera. I was gonna keep talking to him, but I don't want to forget. So maybe we'll take a sandy pill, go take a picture of some of the totems we found, and then we can go get more evidences. Since we did get 2 of them already, I feel confident that we can go take some pictures before we worry about too many things. I have not brought a cross. I think that's more important than a flashlight. And I'll bring my lighter, just because I know that I can now. So I'm going to go throw my lighter and my cross up at the ghost area, and then I'll wander around taking photos. I didn't turn that on. Okay, here's a cross and my lighter. Now we found a bone right here. Boop. Perfect. There's no cursed object, so we can just go ahead and be done with that room. Just to make sure the cursed object isn't in here. And there's no totem, so we don't really need to come back into the baby room. Or the nursery, whatever you want to call it. Eventually, we'll try to get a photo of the DOTS ghost. I have a feeling there's a totem in this room. Oh, there is. Okay. Ba-doop. Sorry about those stuck in Atlantia. Sorry about. Ooh, I like that. That's pretty decor. Anyways. Ooh, I should have taken a photo, but I panicked. I was just like, wow, look at that. A ghost on DOTS. If only I had my camera in my hand at the time. Anyways, I know there was a totem in the twin bedroom. I don't remember if there was one in there. I can go double check. Boop. Was there? There wasn't. Okay, wait. That's that one. No, that's a creepy bear. Okay, to each their own, I guess. Okay, we still have the lights working. That's cool. Is there only 2 totems on this map? Because I'm pretty sure we excluded totems from over here. Okay. I thought maybe there was always going to be 3 totems, but I guess not. Was that the mirror? Was that the mirror, he says. I will backtrack to what rooms you could have possibly been in when you said that. I see no mirror in here. I see no mirror in here. I see no mirror in here. And I see no mirror in here. So, no, I don't think you saw a mirror. But I could be wrong. Boop. Alright, let's go get more supplies. I think there was only 2 totems. Maybe it was a picture. It could have been. The pictures are kind of similar in shape to it. Since I wandered around a bit, I'll take a sanity pill right now. There's not really anything else we can gather from this because we already know the ghost orbs and the DOTS. So, we could go try talking to him again. We could bring in the UV. And, let's do some salt for the bonus moolah. I probably should have maybe brought a cross or some other way to tell what kind of ghost it was, but I prefer money over survival. Okay, before I do anything, we're going to check and make sure he's still here. Alright, it's still really cold. So we'll put one right here. Oh, aw, I did 2 in a row, my bad. Oh, I know, I'm sorry, Ghost, I didn't mean to. Photo opportunity. What am I still holding? Okay. Oh, there was a 5. Really? Really? You're a 5? You're a Reiju? You hate electronical devices? Hold on. I'm so sorry. Let me turn off these electronical devices before you get mad at me. Hold on, that's not a camera. Where did I put my camera? In my hand. Okay, well. Alright, so that counted as disturbed salt. Okay, I got both. I wasn't sure I'd be able to get both. Alright, we can turn this off. So we know for sure that it's a Reiju, and he hates electronical current and stuff, so we should really turn things off so he doesn't get mad at us. I thought maybe a light was on in here, but I guess not. Yeah, no cursed object. I'm guessing maybe the cursed object is in the garage. I'm sorry, not the garage. The attic. Completely opposite thing. Did you touch this door? You did, in fact, touch the door, and I'm pretty sure you did it twice in a row to be like, yeah, I did. I'm just curious if the cursed object is in here. No. Okay. We never did find the cursed object then, but that's okay. Did you turn this on? Stop it! We're trying to have no electronical devices running. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go take another sanity pill, then we're going to wait around for him to manifest so that we can take a picture of the ghost for the extra moolah. Da 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 da. We actually still have one more, so we're doing great on that. Maybe I'll bring this. We can get an extra money photo opportunity from having them blow this out. And I don't think it counts as electrical devices, so we should be good on the Reiju part of that. Alright. Let's pick this up, light this. Here you go. Oh, but we'll need to turn the DOTS thing back on if we want to get a photo of him. So we'll have one device on. Just one, though. We won't turn anything else on, my friend. Da, 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 da. Oh. Cute. I was actually looking for a ghost photo, though, so I'm not going to take a picture of any more of your interactions. I'm only looking for a photo of you, my lovely ghost. Oh no, I did want a photo of that. Hold on, we'll delete the all 3-star. You know, I'll delete one of my can photos. Oh no, you don't have the option to delete a photo if it's a 3-star? What kind of logic is that? I want to delete it. Well, that's sad. Maybe I'll try to get a photo of him anyways, and maybe it will just like, if it's worth more than the other photos, then it will replace it. I don't know. We'll give him 10 seconds and then we'll leave. 10. Hold on. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Okay. Well, you know what? It might not have given me money anyways. Oh no! Okay. You out here being the ghost paparazzi. I do want to be the ghost paparazzi. So, do we want to do the rule that I have to go back and get all my supplies? Or would that just be kind of tedious of me running back and forth, running back and forth, running back and forth? Because on this map it wouldn't be that bad, but on one of the bigger maps I could see that adding a lot of time. I think just for time's sake we're not going to do it, but I do think that should be a core aspect of the game. Kyle said, I feel like with endless hands, it's no biggie, but it sounds exhausting. Yeah, and since I have very limited hands of how many things I can carry, that's a lot of trips going back and forth. Oh, I forgot to guess my money. I already saw it, so I can't even get a good guess. Blood Moon points are 14. They were 15 last time. But I made $1,260. Come on. Ooh, I got a better parabolic microphone. There was one event, and I quickly ran out of the house when I saw it happen. I had less sanity than I should have had, and there was no room changes. Okay. You can just assume after you figure out the ghost, you sneak back in to get your stuff. Yeah, maybe I go home, I tell them what kind of ghost it is, I take like 4 sanity pills to get back up to 100, then I go grab my stuff, and then I do whatever. Or maybe I'm just the ghost identifier team, and then after we identify the ghost, the actual ghost, like, hunters come in to kill the ghost or send it on to the afterlife or whatever, and maybe they grab my stuff and take care of that for me. I can see that happening. Alright, for the shop, I want my new thing that I just unlocked. The better parabolic. I can afford that. Alright, and then for my quick loadout, I want to make sure I'm bringing the better parabolic. Because it'd be so sad if I bought it and then didn't bring it. I also am going to bring 2 tripods, so that way I can actually put up that second camera if I ever decide to use it. Alright. So we did Edgefield, we did Grafton, now we're going to do Willow Street. If it keeps being the same ghost, or the same 2 evidences that we get right off the bat, I'm going to laugh. I'm going to laugh like a crazy person. So basically I'm going to laugh like normal. Okay, we've not gotten a single girl. We have Gary Rook. Number 1, repel the ghost with incense while it's chasing someone. Number 2, prevent the ghost from hunting with a crucifix. Number 3, have your team witness a ghost event. We can probably witness a ghost event. We can safely witness a ghost event. We can attempt to lower my sanity enough to stop a hunt with a crucifix. And then we can try not to do the last one ever. So the problem with the crucifix one, of why I don't try to do it every time, is because, say the ghost room is this room, right? And so you have a crucifix in there. Then you're waiting to get your sanity down low enough, you're hanging out on the crucifix thinking you're safe, but the ghost could spawn in the hallway and then walk into the room with the crucifix and kill you. And the crucifix wouldn't prevent it because the crucifix doesn't prevent the ghost from killing you if you're near the crucifix. The crucifix merely prevents the ghost from spawning in the room that the crucifix is in. So that's why I don't do the crucifix one often, because you're just asking to die. There's so many random chances to die. There is the cursed object. Tarot cards in the main room. The living room. Anyways. Oh, I was hoping for the generator. No generator in here, so I guess it's a basement gen. Eek. Oh, and the bone is right in front of the basement. Okay, at least we know where they are right off the bat. Let's see how long my arms are today. Right there. Right there is when I can touch that. That makes sense. I got my 12-foot long arms. You get it from working out. You should totally try it. Okay, so we're getting 15 degrees. Oh, I switched accidentally. Alright, so probably not in the hallway or in that first room. The basement sometimes confuses me because sometimes it seems like he is haunting the entire basement, and sometimes it seems like a room in the basement. But we need to remember there's one totem in the basement. Kyle says, out here being Elastigirl, for real. Oh, there's actually 2 totems in the basement, okay. I do love all the eyeballs. Okay, so we gotta remember, we gotta go back to the basement when we're doing photos. They're not in this itty-bitty bathroom. Now I know to check the itty-bitty bathrooms. I didn't know poor guy could be stuck in that small of a stall, but okay. So it was like 20 degrees downstairs, and it's like 5 degrees up here. I don't know if that's relevant. I don't think it is. We have another totem. Oh, this could be the room. It's now 7 degrees. Oh, okay. Thanks. I wasn't sure. Oh, okay. Well, hold on. I still need to mark it, Ghost. You can't just keep doing things. So it's not super cold in here, but we did get EMF 5. So let's go grab some more supplies. Maybe we'll start off with taking photos of everything. We could do that. While our sanity is still high, we could go take photos of all the things that we found. We, of course, got some of our cat photos that we stole in a mug. Alright, so we're going to start off with this, and then maybe we'll throw the camera in there. That's what we'll do. That seems like a good combo. And then when we come back from taking photos and stuff, then I'll take a sanity pill and then go bring in more items to actually figure out what kind of ghost it is. Da, 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 da. I don't know if that is an actual tune, but I do know if you play Skyrim and you have that mod that lets you have children, your kids, as they're wandering around from room to room, they will sing that tune. And so in my head, that's always like the Skyrim children tune. I don't know if it's actually a tune of anything else, but either way, he's in this room, right? Yeah, okay. See, I have a memory. It don't always work, but sometimes it do. Out of curiosity, I'm gonna just check this dark corridor. Okay. I just had a feeling there might be one down there just to troll you, but they didn't. They were nice. And then I need to pick up the tarot cards. I probably should have done that before I ran all the way around the house. There wasn't one in here, yeah? I don't know if I actually fully checked for a totem. I mean, we did already find 3 totems. Alright, I'm gonna go put this back, but I am slightly worried that I've been in here for so long. The bright side is, it is an EMF 5. So it means demon is automatically excluded, which does make me feel a little safer while I'm wandering around. There are some other ghosts that lower your sanity faster, like we were reading with the Yuri, that can also be threats as we're walking around. But in general, if it's an EMF 5, it immediately makes me feel calmer that it's not a demon. Alright, so right now we're just looking for ghost orbs. There's a ghost orb. Because we didn't have DOTS out yet is what I was gonna say. So, we need to remember, since we only... Actually, hold on. I forgot we got EMF 5. The Mimic is not EMF 5, so it can't be Mimic. So we actually narrowed it down to 2 options. We have the Reiju, who keeps showing up in all of our options for some reason. Where is he? Okay. A Reiju is a demon that thrives on electrical current. While generally calm, they can become agitated when overwhelmed with power. A Reiju can siphon power from nearby electrical devices, making it move faster. Reiju are constantly disrupting electronical equipment when attacking, making it easier to track. Reiju just wants to be included. I know, he really wants to be there. So the Reiju is the electrical guy, and then the new one we have is Obake. Obakes are terrifying shapeshifters, capable of taking on many forms. They have been seen taking on humanoid shapes to attract their prey. When interacting with the environment, an Obake will rarely leave a trace. Sometimes this ghost will shapeshift, leaving behind unique evidence. Okay, so we haven't actually seen him in physical form, so I'm leaning more towards Reiju. Just because he hasn't really done any physical form, and that's something that they're kind of really known for. So I'm going to bring in a DOTS, and then maybe a cross, just to be on the safe side. And my little lighter. Hello and welcome if you're just tuning in. We are doing the different Blood Moon events, which is really just figuring out what kind of ghost it is, but with the ooky spooky decorations. Da 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 da. Hello, ghost, I'm back. I hope you haven't left. Let me double check. Okay, wow, you're still very here. Where would I want to put this? Maybe like on this? Ooh, okay, that was a bad angle. Still EMF 5. Good to know that you haven't changed your livelihood. Or deadlihood? I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna be back. I'll find more things for you. I'll take this and your cell phone. Oh, I forgot there's a laptop. We'll steal the laptop next time. We got our dog photo to go with our cat photo. Let me know in the chat if you guys are a cat person or a dog person. I personally I don't think I'm either person. I don't think I'm a dog person or a cat person. I think I am a both person and a neither person. Let me explain though. There are certain breeds of dogs and there are certain breeds of cats that I will never like. There are certain breeds of cats and there are certain breeds of dogs that I love. And also, depending on how the owner has raised them, some dogs and some cats will always be highly agitating to me. I think how lovable your pet is entirely dependent on how good you are at raising them. So when some people are like, oh, I love all dogs, I love all cats, I am not. In fact, most of the time, I judge people's cats because of how they train them. For example, not naming names, there's someone I go to's house very often who does not train their cats at all. They're on every single piece of furniture. They like to jump on the backs of everybody, including strangers, and will give no warning. So, for example, those cats I hate. I love my cat to death, and I'm going to be very sad if she ever passes. I would like to believe that she is immortal and will always be here. But I do enjoy watching cat and dog videos, but that doesn't mean I like all dogs and cats, where some people really do just love all dogs and cats. Boone! Welcome, Boone! I was just ranting about dogs and cats. Boone, are you a dog or a cat person or a neither or both? Alright. I'm gonna take another sandy pill. I actually remembered to leave my lighter out there this time. So I think we have every object once I bring this one out. So maybe salt. I could go another crucifix, but I'm feeling like getting the money, the moolah. You enjoyed my rant. Thank you. I like both. but would only have a dog if I had a pet. I get that. Is there a breed you would like? I'm really into knowing about, like, animal breeds. Obviously, I don't know about every breed, because I mostly know about the ones that would appeal to my personality the most. But, for example, I would totally, if I had my own place, I would have a dog and a cat. I have a cat right now that is a calico that I got when I was a child. But if I was going to buy a brand new dog and buy a brand new cat right now, I would buy a... Okay, the cat that I want is not legal in my state. So for the cats that are legal in my state, I would buy a Bengal, and then the dog that I would buy is a Whippet. If it was legal in my state, instead of a Bengal, I would buy a Serval for a cat. Servals are amazing. They are gigantic, and they are beautiful and exactly the personality that I would like. But they are illegal in my state. Okay, they can actually be legal in my state if I buy it, buy it in a different state, and live in that other state for at least a year, and have, like, certification of ownership in that state for a year, and then move back into my state, then I can legally own it. You like Alstitanians. I'm not sure I'm familiar with that breed. Is that a dog breed? Hello, Ghost. How old are you? What's your name? Maybe I should have checked what options it even has. Because it might not even be that one. Yeah, it can't be a spirit box. It can't be freezing. It can't be ghost riding. So we're DOTS or UV. I should have checked these. I see no footprints. Okay. Sorry. I'm paying attention now. Illegal cat in your state. What breed is illegal? So, servals are illegal in my state because they are not far enough from the line of domestication. Basically, okay, it's UV. It's an obake. It's a shapeshifter? Why has it not shown up once? But okay. So basically, there's, like, wild animals, and then there's domesticated animals. And in order for certain cats to be legal in certain states, they have to be a certain amount removed from wild to get to domesticated. Of each generation of being bred with, like, domesticated cats in order to make it considered domesticated. A Bengal is extremely far removed into the domesticated line, where Serval is closer to the non-domesticated, which is why they're a much bigger cat. They are a lot more aggressive if you don't train them. They require a lot more, like, space. They can run around a lot more. They're super fast, but they're also super cuddly if you train them right, and they can be like little hunter cats if you want, and you can use it as, like, an intense mouser, or if you live in, like, an open area, you can have it hunt bunnies with you and stuff. They're kind of cats that you would take on a walk with you. And they're also super obsessed with their person or their being, so you could train, like, if you have a serval from babyhood, then it would become, like, really attached to you and go everywhere with you. So you could, like, take it on walks, you could take it in your car, you could get it certified to go with you into stores and stuff. They're just, like, really good companion cats that are really strong and good defenders. It's kind of like getting a guard dog, but in cat form. But it's not legal in my state because they're not far enough removed from the wild line. And I don't want to move to a different state for a year just to have a cat, so I would get a Bengal, which has similar personality traits, but is a lot smaller. They are a little bigger than a normal cat, but not much. They're also really pretty. I like servals and Bengals. They look kind of like little tiny cheetahs. I'll have to look up Alstitanians. I don't know if I'm saying that right. A German Shepherd. Oh, I like German Shepherds. German Shepherds are cute. They are also great companion dogs. Let's check our photos real quick. We're mostly good on photos. We couldn't really do any of these. I didn't witness a ghost event. Maybe I'll take both my sanities and then go witness an event, because I want to get some money. Jeez. Alright, we'll go do that. We'll make some bonus money. Oh, that makes sense. So what do you like, Boone, specifically about, like, German Shepherd breed? Ugh. Did that count as a ghost event? If that counted as a ghost event, I really appreciate that. Hold on. There you go. And then I got you some more salt. If that counted as a ghost event, I'm gonna be so happy. Hold on. It was a ghost event! You're so sweet! Okay, well, as soon as you blow out the candle, I'll leave you be. Boone says, it's a big dog, good personality, good protector, loyal. I like that! That's a lot of what, like, the similar traits I was looking for in different cat breeds. Oh, there we go. Kyle says, I like all dogs and all cats. I get that. I like all dogs and all cats from a distance. Okay, actually, addendum. I don't like pugs. I don't like any dog or cat that is breeded to the point of not being able to function correctly because of all the inbreeding and different things that they did to make it look a specific way. So, like, the miniature dogs and cats that have, like, a crap ton of health problems and stuff like that, that were super overbreeded to look a certain way and have the smaller legs, the smaller lungs, the smushed in face. I don't like those ones. But all the other ones I like from a distance. Okay, I did read chat. Good, protector, loyal. I got most photos. Alright, I'm going to guess that I'm going to get $1,280. $1280. 1280. It's so hard to cross my fingers. Okay. Oh, funny thing about my nails. I don't know if you can tell the color very well. This is nowhere near the color that I put on. I put on like a light pinkish red color, and it stayed that color for about a day. And then from then on, it turned into this dark purple color. We thought it was something weird with the fingernail polish because I've never had that fingernail polish before. So I had my mom put it on. Hers stayed the color that it stayed in the nail polish thing. So I don't know why mine changed color to be a lot darker. I'm down with it because I actually like this color better. But weirdest thing. I might go find the nail polish thing so you guys can see the color comparison of what I put on versus how it looks, because it's actually crazy. Alright, I guess 1280, and it was 1155, so I was very off on that, probably because I didn't get these objectives. I would have gotten more money if I had. There was the one event right at the very end. I took 2 sanities at the end, and I was still lower sanity than I should have been. That's scary, because that means right before I took those 2 sanities, I had really low sanity. No room changes, 1 ability used. I think that's when he blew out the lights. Not sure. Alright, guys, give me like 30 seconds. Oh, Miles! Hold on, Miles. I want to grab that nail polish to show you guys the difference. Hold on. 1 second. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hi, Miles. Sorry about the timing. I just got out of a round, so I wanted to show you guys the difference. Also, Miles, we just had a huge rant about cats and dogs and different cats and dog types. So, Miles, are you a dog person, a cat person, a both, or a neither? But welcome, Miles. Hi, how are you? I'm doing great while streaming. It's been a rough week, not gonna lie, but I always feel a lot better while I'm streaming, and I like hanging out with you guys, so I appreciate being here. And right now, I'm doing great. How are you doing, Miles? Alright, so about the nails. So this is the color, right? Let me see if you guys can tell. You can kind of tell. Oh, if I get too close, then the orange light kind of breaks it. But it's like this dark purple color, right? This is the nail polish. Look at the difference. I don't know how well you can tell. Hold on. OBS. We're gonna make me giant for a second. Okay. Look at the difference between my nails and the color of the nail polish. You guys can't even see it that well. I'm gonna blind myself for a second. Maybe that didn't help. The point is, the color my nails turned is nothing like the color I put on, and that is super bizarre to me. Let's go back to the gameplay. Oh, actually, while I'm big, check out my amazing eye makeup. I never do eye makeup, so the fact that it came out even slightly cute is impressive to me. Okay. Catching up. Boone. Little pets. Wow, a huge difference. I know, it's so weird. And it stayed that color for like a full day before it changed colors. So I'm not sure what's up with that. And Kyle says it's so weird that it did that. I know, and like my, so I put it on Tuesday. No. I put it on Wednesday. And then I streamed, and then I went to work, and it was the same color. I go to bed after, because I work night shifts. I go to bed, I wake up, and they're this darker color. And so then yesterday, so Friday, we decided to have my mom test it out. And so she put it on, and then it's the new day today. It's not the darker color. It's the original color. I don't get it. Anyways, so we did Edgefield Road, we did Grafton Farmhouse, we did Willow Street. So the last one of the Blood Moon event is Point Hope. So we're going to go ahead and do Point Hope. Point Hope is massive. Okay, the last 2 times we did Point Hope, we ended up having it be on the 9th floor. Both times. Weirdest thing. So, we're hoping for not the 9th floor. Let's go with like the 2nd floor. Fingers crossed. There we go. This young family recently moved into their long dormant lighthouse, but it was already home to something else. Anyways, welcome in if you're just joining. Welcome Miles. Welcome everybody. We are playing the different Blood Moon event that's going on right now in Phasmophobia. I know, it's always linked as something. I wish I could turn this guy off. Anyways. Okay, Dorothy Dexter. Number 1, detect a paranormal sound with a parabolic microphone. Number 2, get an average sanity below 25%. And number 3, find evidence of paranormal with an EMF reader. Okay, we can get we can do number 1 and number 3. Hopefully we won't do number 2, but okay, the lighthouse is scary because if it ends up being on the top floor, you can lose a ton of sanity going up and down the floors, and so we might do that one accidentally. Hopefully not. We're gonna ding the dong and hope for the best. But yeah, it's so weird about the fingernail polish. Also, if I seem slightly hyper, that's what I'm going for. It's unlocked! Oh my gosh, it's unlocked! The bone is in the bathtub. Guys, it's unlocked! I'm gonna have to check all of the doors and see if they're all unlocked or if it's just that one. Because there's several ones that are locked in this one. Okay, what are we looking for? We're looking for a generator. Dang it, it's not here, so we're gonna have to check every single floor for a gen. We can't check temperature reliably until we do the gen. Oh, I forgot to check the other door. That never happens. It never does. Alright, this one is still locked. This is one of the other locked doors. So the bathroom one was unlocked, but that one's not. Maybe I had done something last time we played to unlock the door. I'm not sure. No gen in this room. I don't think. I think the gen only spawns on this wall, but of any of the rooms. I could be wrong. Oh, okay, here's one of them. So actually, I'm going to cycle back downstairs and start from the bottom and go up to the top instead of just continuing from there on. Because I feel like if I continue from the floor I was on and go up, that in my luck it would be in the very first room down at the bottom. So we're just going to double check from down here where it's nice and safe inside my mind. Alright, first room we're checking. The bathroom that is never unlocked and is actually unlocked for once. We're getting 14-ish, that's fine. 15. Okay, so it's not in this little first area. It's not here. Oh, okay. A totem. Totem on the bottom floor main room. I forgot. We're keeping track of totems. The cursed object and the bone. Now, I did take my Adderall today for my AdHUD. So I will have a slightly higher chance than normal of actually remembering to keep track of these things and what room they're in. But I make no promises. Alright, so let's check this room. Ooh, the ooky spooky bathtub. Okay. I thought maybe there'd be a totem hiding behind that, like, little barrier thing, but okay. I heard a weird squeaking sound. I don't know what that was. Oh, this is the ghost room. Hi, hello, ghost. Oh, you're already doing things. Okay. So just to check, no. Alright, we're good. I'm gonna leave this hall light on, so I better remember what room we're on. We will have to eventually walk all the way through this entire lighthouse to find all the different totems for the event we're doing, but it's okay. Of course, we gotta walk through the glass. Okay, just we had to. It makes such a gross sound that I feel like we're like morally obligated to listen to it every time. You guys can hear it, right? Like I have the sound up loud enough that you can hear the little nasty glass sounds when I walk through it. I think what I'm going to do is, I don't think I need a sandy pill yet, knock on wood, but I'm going to take my photo camera and take a picture of some of those totems and that bone that we already found, and then we'll bring our gigantic, I don't think we're going to bring our gigantic camera yet, just because that one requires to be in your main hand or you'll drop it, and I don't want to drop it every time I go to take a photo. Miles says, hi Kyle. Well, he says hey. I gotta say it exactly how you said it. Don't want to put no words in your mouth. Okay, while we have our little handy dandy camera to take photos, we'll take a picture of that. We'll do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I don't know why that one door's unlocked. Why did I shut that? I'm just trying to spook myself out and shut things that I need open. Alright. Take a picture of this. Cute. Alright, ghost, I am on my way to you. Please don't do anything alarming. We are friendly. I'm gonna check this every time I walk by to make sure they don't shut it off. Since it is in our path, I feel like it's just like a good, hey, I turned that on. No, I didn't. I was wrong. You know what? Keep doing what you're doing. This is the one I turned on. She's still doing stuff downstairs. I believe that was a hunt. And I believe I would have died if she could have figured out how to get back there. I think she literally could not fit. I think I lived because the ghost was too fat to fit through the edges. Okay. Okay, it's fine. We're gonna leave. And take a sandy pill. Clearly I was wrong. My knock on wood thing did not help me when I said I don't think I need a sandy pill yet. We're gonna go get a sanity pill. But the important part is we did not die. We did not die. Miles says, hey, sorry, my sister is here. No problem. Welcome to your sister. I know you mean she's here in the room with you and not like she's here on chat. But tell your sister I said hi. Miles, I've been seeing that you've been streaming more lately. How's the streams been going? I kind of want to break a cross, man. I'm scared. I don't know what my sanity's at. I'm taking 2 pills. I'm taking a cross. I'm taking a camera. And then when I get back up there, I'll fix my DOTS because I forgot I was supposed to set it up because, you know, I was almost killed and I was traumatized. So I just kind of threw it on the stairs because I wanted to take a sandy pill before I had a chance to die again. Why is this door shut? That's odd. What a weird door to shut. But everything's fine. Everything's great. We're not about to die. We'll make it through the day. I guess it's night. I'll have to change my rhyme. Oh, there's a totem right there that I missed. We'll come back and get that totem photo. Okay. It's okay. Everything is fine. Are you playing music for me? Okay, let me grab my DOTS thing real quick. Okay. Oh, well, we don't want that. Okay. What the frick? Was that a hunt or was that an event? He was like breathing in my ear. He made that crunchy sound like he does right before he sticks your fingers in his eyeballs and makes sure. Was that another hunt? What is going on? I already took 2 sandy pills. We're gonna stay in the truck for a minute and see if we can determine anything from the safety of my truck. At least I'm safe inside my mind. Okay, it's fine. It's a spooky ooky ghost, but at least it's not... I guess it could be a demon. I was thinking we had proof that it was not, but I don't think we have proof of anything. We don't have proof of anything. Kyle's like, demon? It could be a demon. It could... Okay. Do we have any evidence? Anything we can use? Please. Please. I should have looked at the EMF that was going crazy when the ghost showed up, but I was panicking. I ran for my life and I almost died. I wonder if it's a Reiju, because I keep turning on the light, and every time I turn on the light, he's mad. Could be. But I feel like my sanity is way lower than it should be. And it keeps... Oh, isn't there a ghost that manifests in its physical form a lot? I'm gonna just glance through these real quick. This song, territorial, source of all nightmares, wait. Shy, aggressive, strong effect on your sanity, like to, this is what I was looking for. Onis like to scare their victims as much as possible before attacking. They're often seen in their physical form, guarding their place of death. Onis are much more active while people are nearby and will drain their sanity faster while manifesting. Okay. I'm kind of leaning towards Oni. I have not actually seen it in physical form because I am a baby and I looked away every single time. But I'm leaning towards an Oni or a demon. We're going to stay here for a second. I'm going to look around a little bit and see if we can see DOTS or a ghost orb. Any kind of evidence that could possibly help us out. Because this ghost is definitely making it a little difficult. Mostly because every time I go up there, he tries to kill me. So how am I supposed to figure out what kind of ghost he is if I'm constantly running for my life? Anyways, I'm gonna take... Oh my gosh. I don't have a single evidence, and I have 1 sanity pill left. Okay. Okay, I'm bringing the book. I don't know what would be the best to bring up there. I wish I had more hands. Okay, I have no idea what my sanity's at. The funny thing is, if it's a demon, it don't really matter what my sanity's at. Like, maybe my sanity's been at, like, high 90s this entire time. But it's still hunting me because it can. So Kyle is speculating that it's a demon. I'm speculating that it's an Oni. If you guys have any other speculations, let me know in the chat. I'm traumatized. I still never took a photo of that thing, but I didn't want to bring a new camera in because I have such limited hands. The generator's still on. That's a good sign at least. Okay, we're gonna save our stamina from here on out. So, funny story. I heard weird thuds, and I'm like, was that thunder? Or was that a monster? And so I waited. And I think me waiting saved my life. Because then I heard rapid footsteps coming down the stairs at me, and the ghost sounds again. So I'm just gonna go with demon, and I'm gonna run for my life because what the actual frick? My guess is always demon shader mimic. I feel ya. Okay, well, if it was a demon, let's just see what evidences a demon has. Ultraviolet, which I just brought up. Ghost writing, which I just brought up. And freezing temperatures, which I only checked once. So, you know what? We're just going to mark demon. And we're going to run. It's fine. I can't believe how crazy this... You know what? Actually, we're going to take one sanity pill. Our last sandy pill, and we're going to take a photo of that totem, and then we're going to leave. Because that totem's only, like, on the 3rd floor, and the demon is on the 5th. So I think we should be safe enough to take a photo of the totem and run. Totem. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is so... Okay. It's fine. We're going to replay this map after this to see if I can actually get a ghost that I can solve. This ghost is so extra. It's making me so stressed. Okay. Floor 2 is clear. Oh no, it's on floor 2. I was thinking it was on floor 3. Okay, see? We just had to get that photo. Now we're out. It probably is a demon. I'm guessing demon or Oni. All of the other ones, no way it's been this aggressive. Okay. We'll redo the lighthouse in a second. This is just like such a crazy monster. I'm surprised that I've lived every time. Watch it say that there wasn't a single hunt. Watch it say that those were all events and I was perfectly fine and my sanity was above 90% and I wasn't gonna die. I'm guessing I'll make 60 bucks. But it's 60 bucks and not dying. It was a demon, so actually 100 bucks right off the bat. Good job, Kyle, on guessing demon. I went with your guess over Oni. Wow. So I actually got decent money because I found the bone, I took some photos, and I got plus money for playing on the blood moon. Wow, I actually made 1,000 bucks for not having a single piece of evidence. That's crazy. Kyle said, I was right! I knew it! That was a psychotic demon. There were 2 hunts. 2 hunts in one event. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I did get my sanity about the same amount as the sanity lost. There was no room changes, 1 event, 2 hunts. The hunt duration was a minute. So I'm guessing both hunts were about 30 seconds long. Okay, we're going to try the lighthouse again and hope for a less active demon. That was insane. A young family has recently moved into this long dormant lighthouse, but it was already home to something else. Do-do-do-do-do. If any of you guys like the YouTuber Cub Scouts, he always makes that sound. I don't know if it's from something or if he made it up. But whenever it's something spooky, instead of like dun dun dun, he always said do 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 do. And so that one's always in my head. Kyle says this one will also be a demon. Stop cursing me! No demons! Alright, we have Raymond Carey. We still have yet to get a single female ghost. Where's all this female rage? Anyways. Detect a ghost presence. Sorry, that was so dramatic. Number 1, detect the ghost presence with a motion sensor. Number 2, capture a photo of the ghost. Number 3, repel the ghost with incense while it's chasing someone. Let's do the motion sensor. Alright, prediction for what floor it's going to be on. I'm pretty sure there are 10 floors. So I'm going to guess. Actually, this might say how many floors. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10. There's 10 floors. I'm going to guess it's on the 6th floor. Okay, we're going to keep the EMF out. Okay. Try 2. There's the bone, so that's helpful. Let's see. No, the bathroom door is locked. That's funny. Okay. So, you gotta remember that bone is there. Ah, dang it. Oh, but now this is open. What is this? That's fun. Okay, I don't think I've ever seen that one be open. I've had the one in the bathroom be open once before this. So now it's been open twice, but I've never had that shelf be open. Okay, the generator's not on this floor, so this is floor 2. 4, 3. Wait, come on. There you go. Okay. 4 floor. What? Floor 4. I said it backwards. Sorry about those stuck in Atlantia. The frick was that sound? The ghost was like. Anyways. Oh, here's the generator. I think this is floor 6. I think I forgot to count. Okay, this was the ooky spooky room it was in last time. We're getting 13 degrees. I'm gonna go up this time. It feels like an up ghost. Alright, just 14 in here. Alright, this one is still locked. Okay. Just curious. Lastly, the 10th floor. Alright, it's not on the 10th floor. That's good for us. Alright. Floor 10, secure. Floor 9, secure. Floor 8, secure. Floor 7, secure. Floor 6, secure. Floor 5, secure. Okay. Floor 4, secure. I'm getting suspicious that I missed it. Floor 3, secure. Floor 2, okay. There's floor 2, y'all. The one time I decided to go check all the above floors before the bottom floors, it was floor 2. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Fine. Let's acknowledge the beautiful blood moon sky and the blood rain. I saw this really cool color changing coat on TikTok that is like a white color, and then when it gets wet, it turns red. So, in the rain, when you first go out into the rain, as the raindrops land on your coat, it looks like blood is landing on your coat because then each drop is red, and then eventually the whole coat is red when it's soaked. It looked super cool, but super cool from a distance because I'm not spending $80 on a coat. Okay, I feel like our sanity is probably safe enough that we can set up these 2 things and then come back and take a sanity pill. I did do some wandering about, but I didn't actually see any events. I didn't see him throw anything. There was only the one EMF thing that happened while I was not there. So I feel like for the most part my sanity is probably pretty fine. I think I count as being in the dark when I have my flashlight on. But the fact that it's this room is really helpful. What's not helpful is the fact that it's round. It's so hard to place the DOTS on a round wall because then you can't quite angle it the way you want, but I think everything's gonna be fine. Okay, they turned the generator off. So things are less fine than they were 10 seconds ago, but I still think everything's gonna be fine. We will have to go to like the 5th floor to turn, oh, it was the 6th floor to turn the gen back on. Okay. This one's not gonna be a demon, okay? No demons, no nothing. We're gonna bring a cross just in case. And, I don't want to bring the motion sensor yet. You know what? Let's look. Let's look. Let's see if we can get an evidence before we risk our life. Actually, the DOTS actually covers the room fairly well. Maybe it's fine because this room is so open. Some of the rooms in this lighthouse are fairly small. Anyways, so we got DOTS. Wow, we've had a lot of DOTS ghosts this time. We're going to do one more quick look around to see if we can see the ghost orbs. Which I am not seeing ghost orbs. Doesn't mean that there's not any. I just don't see any. We'll leave it like right here. Okay. We took a sanity pill, so we're good on that. Drink break. You are obligated, as part of the drink break, to take a drink of whatever liquid is beside you. It can be water, it can be soda, it can be alcohol, it can be a Gatorade, it can be coffee. But whatever liquid you have beside you, you're now obligated to take a sip from it. We have our crusty... I meant to say we have our trusty cross, but because cross has a C... Oh wait, the generator is on. I thought it was off. Anyways, I combined trusty cross and it turned out crusty. So apparently our cross is crusty. It is pretty old looking. I thought this was like, when I was coming up the stairs, I thought it was like a camera or something. Okay, we're gonna check our temperature again. Wow, at least I'm safe inside my mind, just to see if it's freezing. I heard something. Okay, I heard nothing, apparently. Oh, I heard the dripping of that. Okay, that was just a really loud drip, so I thought the ghost done something. It done it. I really should take a photo of those things because it's kind of spooking me out every time I pass by it and I hear the ooh. Yeah, that was totally a perfect impersonation of it. Okay. I don't want another sanity pill yet. I kind of want to save them. That could be like what's going to get me killed is me not being willing to take one yet. I don't know how we're going to get UV because there's not any doors in that section. But maybe it'll be fine. Oh! We almost forgot to dong the bell. That's a great way. Like, I feel like donging the bell, dinging the dong, is like a good omen. And then if I forget to do it, it's like just asking the ghost to kill me. Now, we don't want to do that. Okay, so yeah, I'm not sure what entirely I would check with that. Maybe it will just have to wait until I bring out the salt, and then we can use it that way. So while we're here, I think on this 3rd floor... No. Okay. I'm trying to remember where we saw all of these things. I know that there is one up in the bedroom. Not in there. The bedroom that was cursed, so this floor. And I don't think there was any above this. And then, of course, there's that one on the bottom floor. I think there's only 3 per map. I could be wrong. I could be making that up. We never know. But I think if there is only 3 per map, then I already got them. Okay, I'm coming back, Ghost. Don't worry. I'm here. I'm your friend. We're besties. Does that count? That counted as a ghost photo, guys. I got a ghost photo. I really didn't think that would count. Alright, I'm going to throw my camera back up here and then go get my supplies. I had like a spot of my breath in that little stairway. I don't think he can haunt the stairs. I could be wrong. I don't think they can haunt the stairs though. Maybe. Okay. So we got a photo of the ghost. We still need the motion sensor. We only have the one evidence, yeah? Yeah, just one evidence. So I don't want to read our ghost options yet until we get at least one more evidence. Imagine his ghost room is just the entire stairwell. I would die. Not just in the game either. I would die in my soul. Okay, so we have not brought a talker box. I think we brought everything else. So let's bring our motion sensor. On average, I'm good at guessing sanity droppage for ghosts that don't affect sanity. Oh, I forgot a bone photo. I'll grab the camera and bring it out with me and take a picture of the bone. But for normal ghosts that don't have a stronger effect on your sanity, I'm usually fairly good at guessing how much sanity I've lost. Oh! EMF 5! Okay. Well, now we know for sure it's not a demon. Hello! What's your name? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? Are you an elderly victim? What is that? What is this? I will take it back to my truck and figure out what it is. But I'm gonna go down and take a picture of the bone. And then we'll go.
Yikes forever.
Yikes forever.
Kyle_Riddleman just redeemed yikes forever.
Thank you for that jump scare, Kyle. Oh, yikes forever. I feel like it needs to be done with that shucks thing. Oh, shucks. What a knee-slapping joke that was. You really got me, gang. Okay, what is this? Oh, it's a Tide Pod. I stole a Tide Pod. That's funny. Let's put this right here. Okay, so we narrowed it down to 3 ghost options. Oh, 4. I missed Wraith. So it's not a demon, Kyle. Not a demon. Could be an Oni. Hope it's not an Oni. Let's go with Goryo. Just don't eat it. What? Tide Pods aren't candy? Okay, so our option is a Wraith. We'll use AI. Wraiths are one of the most dangerous ghosts you will find. It is also the only known ghost that has the ability of flight and has sometimes been known to travel through walls. Wraiths almost never touch the ground, meaning it can't be tracked by footprints. Wraiths are afraid of salt and will actively avoid it. Okay, so Wraiths just don't like salt. Okay. Next we have an Oni. Oni. What accent should we do? We'll do dark and mysterious. That's not an accent, but it's okay. Anti-salt boy, for real. Onis love to scare their victims as much as possible before attacking. They are often seen in their physical form, guarding their place of death. Onis are much more active while people are nearby and will drain their sanity faster while manifesting. Onis disappear less often while hunting their prey. Okay, that was dark. The dark and mysterious voice I got. It's also close to the villain voice I got. My voices don't have much of a difference. Goryo, I can't think of an accent right now. When a Goryo passes through a DOTS projector, using a video camera is the only way to see it. A Goryo will usually only show itself on camera if there are no people nearby. They are rarely seen far from their place of death. Okay, so we can hang out in the ghost room, hoping we won't die, waiting for him to show up on DOTS. And if we wait for a really long time and he don't show up, we'll know it's a Goryo. Not the best way to test, but we can put down salt to see if it's a wraith and test that while we're up there. And if we see him in physical form as the whatever, then he might be an Oni. And then lastly, Reiju, he has been an option almost every single round. I don't know how. Valley Girl voice. Like, oh my gosh. Okay. A Reiju is a demon that thrives on electrical current. While generally calm, they can become agitated when overwhelmed with power. A Reiju can siphon power from nearby electrical devices, making it, like, totally move faster. Reijus are constantly disrupting electrical equipment when attacking, making it easier to track. Okay, I don't know if that was Valley Girl, but that was my best attempt at Valley Girl. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, so Reiju's like electrical stuff. Wraiths hate salt. Oni show up a lot physically, and Goryo won't show up on DOTS if we're there. Let me just see. So it could be Ghost Orb still. Could be... okay, so it's just not going to be Ghost Riding. Okay, that should be fine enough. I don't think it's the Ghost Orbs one, just because we kind of looked around a lot. But maybe I could bring up my other camera, and maybe a different angle would help me figure it out. Because sometimes, like, maybe the Ghost Orb is just showing up only, like, right behind this gigantic pillar. So, I'm going to take another sandy pill, just because we do have 2 evidences. What do I want to bring? It touched the motion sensors, that's fun. Maybe I'll bring a salt, and then I'll bring up my other camera, and see if we can maybe get a different angle for that. The salt will be to check the Wraith. Then we'll just hang out and see if the Goryo ever shows up on DOTS while we're there. Because if we... Oh, wait! We know it's not the Goryo because we took a picture of him in DOTS. We saw him. I totally forgot we'd done that. So it's not a Goryo because we saw it on the DOTS. What? Why is this making so much noise? I think the stove is on, but I don't know how to turn it off. Oh, okay, it's that thing that's on. Okay. Here's some salt. I really appreciate that this ghost hasn't changed rooms, just because this room is so big that it would be kind of... I'm sorry, this entire map is so big that if he's switching spots, it can be pretty difficult. I won't be able to get any photos because I did take my...
elderly victim.
An elderly victim. Okay, well, hold on. Spirit box. It was a wraith, so he's not going to step in salt. Much appreciated. Anyways, what I was saying is I can't take any more photos because I had brought my camera down here and then back into the truck when I got the photo of the bone. Elderly victim. I could try to read one of the ghost types like that, like how they say elderly victim. An elderly victim has traveled through the different things that we are going through. I don't know, that might be highly annoying. But then again, most of my voices are highly annoying. Okay, so we have 4 more slots open for some photos. We got pretty much all of those that we can, so maybe I'll take my last sandy pill and try to see if we can get some bonus photos. Thank you for the clapping. Thank you, thank you. We have identified the ghost. We have not yet successfully left and survived this ghost type because I like money. So we're going to try to make more money. I love that that room was open. I don't know why it is, but it's open. I'm going to hang out by my red light. Alright, so let's see if we can get some bonus photos. They're not going to walk through the salt or anything, but he's still talking to me. I love that. Keep going, King. You're great. I don't know if you can take a picture when he talks to you and if that counts as...
killing.
Tragic killing. Does that count? It doesn't. Okay, so you can't take a picture of the ghost, the spirit box when he talks. Maybe I will hold on to this and try to use it to figure out what I'm supposed to take a picture of. Okay, we'll take a picture of that. It did not work. Okay. At least we know that one. Alright, Ghost. I have 3 more spots available. If you would like to do some... Okay, I can't take a picture of that. So, give me... I already took a picture of you walking, too. Give me, like, 3 more interactions that I can actually take a photo of. I can't take a photo of that. And I will leave you be. I will give you 12 seconds to give me something. And then I'll leave. So, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. That didn't count. 3, 2, 1. No? No way. He didn't want to be a performer. I still think we'll get decent photos. Decent money, though, from my photos that I did get. He was holding a candlestick. It's a little dark. He wants to be able to see. You know, in the afterlife, it's kind of like all blurry and foggy. And so he just really wants to see his beautiful house that he died in. Okay, we didn't get a ton of photos. Let me make sure he's marked. Okay, we got him marked. Alright, I'm guessing we made $1,176.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
1,176. 1,176. I'm willing it into existence. Well, I underguessed. I guessed 1,176. It was 1,475. Kyle said I think at least $2. You are correct. You were correct, I was not. There was 51 interactions. My sanity was not stellar. I was negative like 11, which is fine. There was 0 room changes, 0 hunts, everything was great. Okay. I'm thinking we're going to play 1 or 2 more maps. Since I'm not sure if we're going to play 2 or 1, let's go ahead and do Camp Woodwind. We finished all of the ones that are special for the holiday event. So we're going to go ahead and do Camp Woodwind, and this time it won't be the blood moon weather. This outdoor retreat was evacuated due to some campfire stories coming to life. Do-do-do-do-do.
Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly.
Alright, it's
before
snowing.
starting the investigation.
How do you finish the event?
New intel. Reports of light switching. Possibly harmless, but be careful out there.
Remind me when we're done with this event, because I don't think I can check. Yeah, we can't check until we're back in the truck. So remind me when we're back in the truck, and I will reread it, because I don't remember. I'm pretty sure that once you did all the things, then you're supposed to go back to those same houses after you photoed all of the little totems or completed the percentages. I'm not entirely sure. Then I think you're supposed to go back and interact with the totems. I don't totally remember. Oh, hey, our first female ghost is Lisa Kemper. Number 1, prevent the ghost from hunting with a crucifix. Number 2, get a ghost to blow out the firelight. And number 3, cleanse the area near the ghost using incense. Okay. I swear in the past it used to say cleanse it using sage. Or maybe this was called sage, I don't remember. But in my head, this is still like the sage. Like you're cleansing it with sage. Maybe that's just like a supernatural thing. I don't know. Ooh, we found the bone. Nice. No cursed object. Alright, we'll turn on our handy dandy generator. We're gonna give it like 10 seconds to warm up. I don't know how to count, so we're gonna call that good enough. Kyle says, I swear you have had her before. Her name did sound familiar. Is the bath... I was gonna say, is the bathroom the ghost room? And then she laughed at me. But then out here is also the same temperature. Okay, so it's like 3 degrees in here. If you leave the bathroom, it's like 6 degrees. What happens if I go over here? Everywhere is just cold. I don't know. We found the cursed object. It's a pentagram. Everywhere is freezing. I don't know. Now, this is where the ghost manifested. I do see my breath, and it is the same temperature. I think this is the ghost room. I could be wrong. But because she manifested in here, I'm gonna guess it's that. The fact that it's snowing do make it hard to tell. But yeah, I do think the name Lisa Kemper just sounds familiar. Lisa Kemper. I definitely know we've had Lisas before, but I feel like specifically we've had a Lisa Kemper. I had to wait to say that bonus commentary until we got back into the truck because they get the little upsetty spaghetti if you say their name near them. I don't know why. I like it when people say my name. Maybe ghosts just think you're saying it wrong, and they get annoyed if you say their name wrong. Maybe that's what it is. Some people get really triggered if you mispronounce their name. My name is Kala. I've heard like every pronunciation you could possibly have for Kala, and I really answer to all of them. My friend Kiko, he likes to call me Kala because on Twitch, it's Kala Homegirl Gamer, and so there's an H right after Kala, and so he always spells my name Kallah, and then calls me Kala. And it don't really bother me. I know it bothers like my friend PJ. She thinks it's like being disrespectful to purposely call someone by the wrong name. Are you telling me that your ghost room is actually right there and not in there? Okay, your event's been long enough. Get over it. Okay, that was a 4. I think we're gonna set up out there. She seemed adamant. And I respect it. Yeah, it's like 3 degrees out here too, so, you know, whichever floats your boat, whichever candy is your grind, I don't know. That last one didn't make any sense. I think this is all the items I had. This one looked like an easier thing to place it on than that tent over there. So we're just going to have it face this way. And then maybe I'll get a second camera and have it face the other direction just in case. Sorry about those stuck in Atlantia, which should be none of you, I don't think. Which is the ghost that drains sanity when you look at them? Are you saying I shouldn't have been looking at him? Distinguishing a flame, siphon power, interact. I think it was the Yaokai. Oh wait, maybe the Yuri. Stronger effect on people's sanity. No. Alright, looking at a phantom will drop your sanity considerably faster. So if it is a phantom, then my bad. I just wanted to look at the ghosty. You know what? Because you made me anxious, I'm going to put a cross down and I'm going to take some photos. So if he decides to kill me right off the bat, I can at least make some money. Anyways, I'm hearing weird thuds, so we're gonna go. I really hope it's not a phantom. Now you've made me worried that we're gonna get, like, phantomized. Yeah, that's totally a word in the English language. Look it up. I did not at all just make it up on the spot. Alright, let's check our little thing. Okay, ghost orbs are gonna be particularly hard to check because it's snowing. So if you see snow defying gravity, then it might be a ghost orb. Welcome back from Atlantia, Atlantia, Atlantia. Bada beep bop beep bada. Okay, I'm not seeing ghost orbs. We're not saying that there isn't any, but I didn't see any. I do think I want to set up my camera in a different spot to kind of better my chances of finding it. Especially because we're not 1,000% sure what all is considered part of this ghost room. I'm thinking the cameras can face each other like they're buddies. Let's check the temperature again, see. Okay, so it's like 5 degrees right here. Inside this little tent is 6 degrees. Inside the bathroom is 5 degrees, but I'm no longer seeing my breath. Alright, I think he's in this tent now, because now I got down to 1. So we're going to turn some things around. The ghosts like to make you run around as much as possible. I did make it that they would change frequently. But just because you can ghost doesn't mean you should. Da, 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 da. I'm loving it. That wasn't the tune I was originally going for, but it sounded like it, so. She was inside my head. I was trying to run, but I was out of stamina, so she was literally just inside my head. Like, girl, personal space. Anyways. Like right here? Might be good. Possession? How sweet. He showed you where she was. Yeah, that was so nice of her. Although she's manifested inside the bathroom. She's manifested twice right there, but I'm pretty sure she's actually in the tent. Okay, so now that we have things repositioned, we can check again for ghost orbs. I think that's a ghost orb. Hold on. It's not really defying gravity like I thought it would. But, oh no, it's not showing up now. I swear there was a ghost orb that was moving like this. Oh, okay, that. Do you see that? I think that's a ghost orb. I think that's ghost orbs. Do you guys confirm, concur, agree, congratulate that that is a ghost orb? It needs to show up again. I'm pretty sure that was a ghost orb. Now it's not going to show up because I brought it up, but I'm like 70% sure that that was a ghost orb. Yeah, I give ghost orbs. I give ghost orb vibes. I feel ya. Oh, okay, there was another one right there. Okay, we have confirmation of ghost orb. Ghost orb right there. Whew, okay. I feel more confident, more happy, more blah, blah, blah. Alright, we have one evidence to work with. When did I take a sanity pill? Was it just barely, or was it earlier? I feel like I'm going to take another one. Alright, so we got a book. And let's grab the UV. I think UV's a good call. Dang it, we already brought a book. That was a wasted hand. We're just gonna put this one on the floor this time, because it's not giving great angles. Can it be a mimic? I will double check a little. Oh, well, we only have one thing, so it can be a mimic. You are correct. Woohoo. Okay. So we have every single thing out at least once. Some of them twice, my bad. Here's my other camera angle I set up that we can check for DOTS real quick. I could bring out another DOTS just to try to give us better confirmation. We did just for sure see another ghost orb, so we can be 100% certain for that. Maybe I would bring out another DOTS. I do have one thing. What do I need over here? Blow out a firelight. Okay. We can do that. We'll give him a firelight right now. Hello, ghost. What is your name? What do you want? Where are you? that I knew the where are you question, but you didn't have to be mean. You could have just said behind you on the thing. You know, we already knew the EMF 5, right? No, we didn't. Why is Reiju an option? Why is Reiju always an option? UV on the window? I'll check that. I got scared, but I'll check that. Okay, we can't even take a sandy pill. I was scared for nothing. Okay, we're gonna read these two options again. It's a shade. It's not a shade! It can't be a shade. Alright. Reiju. Actually, we'll read Obake first. Obake, Obake, Obake. Where is the Obake? Oh, that's not an option. We can pretend it is. Okay, Obake. I would try reading it like an elderly victim, but this might be really annoying. So, Obakes are terrifying shapeshifters capable of taking on many forms. That just sounds like I'm trying to do bad Italian. They have been seen taking on humanoid shapes to attract their prey. When interacting with the environment, an Obake will rarely leave a trace. Sometimes this ghost will shapeshift, leaving behind unique evidence. Yeah, that's weird. Mimic EMF 5? Nope. Mimic cannot be EMF 5. And then lastly is the Reiju. We will read this one normally, since I have been harassing you guys with annoying voices. A Reiju is a demon that thrives on electrical current. While generally calm, they can become agitated when overwhelmed with power. A Reiju can siphon power from nearby electrical devices, making it move faster, and Reiju are constantly disrupting electrical equipment when attacking, making it easier to track. I learned that the unique evidence is a 6-fingered hand. Oh, like if you watch the ghost, like you go up and look at the ghost's hands, then he might have 6 fingers. Through UV. Okay. Okay. Thank you for that. I did not know that. I will check that on the UV. Let's go ahead. We're supposed to sage the area. So we'll go ahead and sage it and put some salt down. Hey Ghost, I'm back. Oh, hello. Oh! He must have been standing where I put the salt. That was funny. Okay. Does this count as a cursed object? I kind of covered it up. Summoning circle, interaction, disturbed salt. I didn't realize I already took a picture of that, so I got nothing from this one. Okay, hold on. I don't see UV. What? Oh. 2 interaction photos, fun. I have 4 photos left. Oh. Alright. Alright, she's over there. We're gonna ignore her. We did get a 3-star ghost photo. Let's see if she left any UV when she did that. No. No UV. So, Reiju? What does the Reiju want? So, DOTS is the Reiju. I could bring out another DOTS thing. Cute! Alright, let's go grab... What was that? Oh, that was the salt. It sounded... Oh! Foot! Salt! Hold on. Did that count as UV? It counted as a footprint. I think that... Frick! Why is this one so singy? It keeps showing up, like, in my face. I'm surprised it hasn't tried to kill me yet, honest. I think footsteps count as UV. It didn't actually say UV, but I think that counts. So it's an obig. I don't know why Reiju keeps being an option every time. Every time. Man's insane. Okay, well, I'm guessing $1,450. $1,450. What's your guess, Kyle? 1,450. 1,450. 1,450. 1,245. Okay.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
1,450. 1,450. I'm willing it into existence. 1,450. Okay. 1,343. So I was about $107 off. Kyle guessed 1,245. So you were about $102 off. So you were actually closer, Kyle. Good job. You were closer. There were 6 events. I got exactly my sanity back that I had lost. Favorite room change is 0, so he was in that tent the whole time. Alright, we've been streaming for 2 hours and 9 minutes. Yeah, you beat me by like $5. You should accept that win. Alright, you know what? First of all, let's see what we have to do for this event. Oh, wrong button. Okay. So for the blood moon, all it says is the blood moon is rising and it's empowering paranormal entities. Take care. They're stronger than ever. With no apostrophe for some reason. Requirements. As a community, identify ghosts correctly. We're awesome. Complete complete optional objectives. We've been trying. Photograph any totems that you find. We've been trying. Oh, no, that one didn't have any totems. We're good. Once the stage is complete, interact with the blood altar in your warehouse to receive your rewards. Okay, so I haven't done anything for stage 1 or 2, so I think I'm supposed to interact twice, maybe. And then I haven't finished the 3rd one, which would give me the Blood Moon Trophy and the Blood Moon Weather post-event. So I think you're just supposed to go over and over again. We have 3 days left to achieve it, so by next stream it will be over. So... oh, this thing. This is what I'm supposed to interact with. Alright, interaction 1. Cute. Maybe it did both my interactions at the same time, because I'm not seeing a way to interact with it again. Yeah, so it did both my interactions at the same time, so I should have the card. And then I'm 39% done with stage 3. So off stream, I might just run around and take a bunch of photos. I'm not sure if you have to do the ghost and the photos for it to count, or if you just take a crap ton of totem photos, that it would count as finishing stage 3. But I do want to do that one off stream just because it can take a while. But we've been getting every single one of our different trophies so far, so I do want to get my trophy. But let's go ahead and change our, hold on. Oh, this part, okay. I'm like, where am I supposed to find it? Okay, that's cute. I should have been wearing that. I didn't realize I actually had that unlocked before now. I just had to go and touch it. So my bad. Oh no, I want to go back to the redhead. Okay. Well, I think we're going to end stream there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will let you guys know what the totem looks like next time we play. I'm sorry, the trophy from completing it. I assume this is just going to look a little bigger when you activate that, so nothing really that you guys would need to see. But the Blood Moon event will be over by the time we do next stream. So have a great night, have a wonderful rest of your Saturday and your amazing weekend. I think you guys are awesome. Thank you, Kyle. You have a great night too. I will see you guys later. We're going to end stream in 5, 4, 3, 2,